Yo, Q, what up? Yo, Q,
Man,
what
I'm
up?
keeping it real. What up, the one?
Welcome
Let's get it.
to Not
Not
Just
yeah.
Music, where we keep it real and honest.
Always.
My mama praying, telling me, Q, you need to chill. They can't respect the truth, I'm just honest.
But let's go.
Yeah.
Juan Barino,
Yeah.
Not Just Music Podcast.
Yeah.
Chris Murdoch in the building.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday to everybody. Happy Black History Month. Happy continued Black History Month. All of us black folks out there, we're moving forward. We're doing great. We're doing big things. Hopefully you all are wonderful. Hopefully you all are hitting goals. Hopefully you all are believing in yourselves. Hopefully you all are having the time of your life. Because there could be some white folks in here too. So if y'all white folks are listening too, happy Black History Month to you all as well. We can say that now. Happy Black History Month to all.
Happy sub day.
So,
What's up, man?
with that being said,
Cornbread, man.
what's the business, man? How's everything?
Nah, man. Just living, drinking my Kool-Aid, man. Black History Month, baby. Feels good. Feels good, man. Feels good to be black. Succeeding. Like I said, like we talked about previously, a lot of black people opening doors. We're young entrepreneurs. Well, you 40, you still young. Mm-hmm. We still have time to leave our imprint on the world. So
Definitely.
we can't we gotta look at it like that too. We talking about everybody else, but everybody that's black and around our age, remember you can leave your stamp also on this world.
Definitely.
You can be somebody too.
Definitely.
Had to put that in there.
So, as we were doing for these weeks, we're bringing up some black folks here. Black folkology is what we should call it. We're gonna do a little bit of black folk and a little bit of ology. We'll do a whole lot this week, but we're gonna talk about some. But this is what I've been doing, basically just bringing up randoms, black folks.
We're gonna talk so much black till you get
Because
tired of it.
definitely just want to be in a line of this has to make sense to y'all.
Yeah.
This has to make sense to y'all because y'all need to know that nobody's gonna tell y'all. I know y'all aren't going to go out here and look for it. So what better way than to talk about it during the month when it makes a whole lot of black sense. So see here, the wrench was created by a black man. Nobody knew that. John Johnson was his name. The eye protector was created by a black man, P. Johnson. The egg beater was considered created by a black man, W. Johnson. I guess I don't know what the W stands for, but I wonder if it stands for William. Anyway, the defroster was created by a black man by the name of Frederick M. Jones. Now, he created all of these, so I'm going to give you all the stuff that he created. He created the defroster, the air conditioning unit, the two-cycle gas engine, the internal combustion engine, the starter generator, the refrigeration controls,
The air conditioner.
are all created by Frederick
he the
M.
GOAT.
Jones.
What's his name?
This is all the stuff that goes into a car. Air condition, the defroster, the air conditioning unit, two-cycle gas engine, internal combustion engine, starter generator, the refrigeration controls are all created by Frederick M. Jones. The clothes dresser, John Jordan. Bottle caps, Jones and Lone. Electric lamp, Latimer and Nichols. Hydraulic shock absorber, Ralph Sanderson.
If we made all this stuff, man, what did white folks make?
The refrigerator, J. Standard. And we already said his name.
We
The
made a
mop.
lot.
The mop was created by a black person, T.W. Stewart. Stair climbing wheelchair, Rufus J. Weaver. Fire escape ladder, J.B. Winters. Now, this next person has got to be one of the most innovative people I've ever heard or even read about. His name is Granville T. Woods. I've heard his name before, but I've more so than cases of like this. You wanted to make sense. So his name is Granville T. Woods. He is the creator of or inventor of the telephone transmitter, electric cutoff switch, relay instrument, telephone system, electromech brake, galvanic battery, electric railway system, roller coaster, auto air brake. He created all of that. Invented all of that. Now, let me stop. Let me stop right there. Now, as I was saying about Granville T. Woods, the situation of him creating a cell phone or the telephone situation, the telephone system having so much to do with the telephone. Again, we needed that as a black community. Black folk, we love our cell phones. We love our phones. We love our phone system. We love to call people. We love to communicate with people. We love to text people. We love to do all that. So let's give it up for Granville T. Woods on that situation. Again, he was the telephone transmitter, the electric cutoff switch, the relay instrument, telephone system, electromech brake, the galvanic battery, electric railway system, and the roller coaster. And the auto air brake was all created by this man. So look how much he did. And, shout out to him. Lastly, I was saying the helicopter was Paul E. Williams. The Sandy phone was Jerry Johnson. Super Soaker was Lonnie Johnson. Blood plasma was Dr. Charles Drew. Ice cream was Augustus Jackson. Pacemaker controls was Otis Boykin. Guided missile was Otis Boykin. Space shuttle retrieval arm W.M. Harwell. Programmable remote controllers, the RCA remote basically, Joseph N. Jackson. The video commander, Joseph N. Jackson as well. And the multi-stage rocket, Adolph Shams. Now again, I was moving into the point of where I was beginning to start asking about hip hop questions. Now, so as a hip hop historian, as I like to call myself, and I'm not very deep in, but I know a lot about a history. So let me ask this question: with all that we know now, do you feel that the black community, and we've talked about this before, especially with hip hop, right? Do you feel the history of hip hop really considerably is more so a thing of that we can live by and live in? Do you feel that hip hop has given us what we deserve? Is it a lifestyle or is it just a thing just to say?
I think it's just entertainment now. It's just something catchy. But I think the validation of it is one way. Like you don't really have to be what you rap about, because a lot of people are not what they rap about. So it's more just entertainment wise now. Instead of like when 50 Cent was actually rapping that era, they was really what they rap. I mean, it was really gangster. It was really, you got it on sight. But now it's like it's just entertainment. Yeah, a lot of stuff, catchy words put together. Yeah, so I think it hasn't did justice. From how it was created, the purpose of hip hop and the originality, the creativity of it. I think this generation has really disappointed. The creators of, I feel, of the music, not music but hip hop. Period. Yeah.
So this is why I feel history of hip hop has begun to become a thing of, it's slowly drifting away, just like with all the historians, like we just called out. It comes a point where the creativity level goes away until that one next creative person shows up and makes it happen for us. It's hard to make it happen in the black community. One is because look at us, look who we are, look at the power we possess. Look how much power we possess. How many times have we gone through it with other races? Look how much power we possess. So do you think that we're not going to, get knocked down? They want us to the whole situation of being inventors. They're going to try to take over as much of things and to make sure that they are in front of all of that. So they don't, and I say they as if in the Caucasian community or the Caucasian race. They'll take over a lot from us just because the case of we don't know the proper way of moving forward with inventions. If you're an inventor, get your stuff patented. Show it to somebody. Make sure that you show it to somebody that can help you get that situation or that invention to the next level. One thing I'm going to talk about now too is more than just inventions. It's going to be a slight situation of conflict. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were very, very, very influential people of our race. Me and Q actually had a conversation one time about this, and it was such a good debate about it, because a lot of times we look at things in a different mentality. One, you had Martin was a preacher, preacher teacher in his light. And you had somebody like Malcolm X, who was more than just he wasn't really more so a teacher. He was more so he stood on things.
But can I put this
business in there? Yeah.
Martin Luther King, there's some stories about him, infidelity, and he was living a double life, outside of the church. So we got to look at that too. Like, infidelity, they say Martin was a player, outside of the church. So, what he perceived, it was peace and all that, but it goes back to we're human. Everybody's human, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't squeaky clean, but he was different. You know what I'm saying? I had to go back and do my research, but he had a past. Everybody has a past, but I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
But Malcolm X.
I don't know. What was your angle with that?
But basically, like, cause you said he was in the church, so I just wanted to throw that in there.
Again,
like,
I don't. Let
Let
me say this. As a black man that's in the church,
yeah,
I don't look at. I say the church manner is because that's the way he carried himself. Didn't say that it was his personality. Didn't say he wasn't a player. Didn't say he wasn't screwing every woman outside of the church, in the church, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's it's not a debate.
I'm making sure. Yeah,
it ain't a debate, but I was just trying to show how people can perceive.
Yeah, I don't want people to think church. Is in the case. So I'm just saying that was his carry,
because I threw that in for a reason, because I wanted to show people like how you perceive somebody, how they look on the outside. You might not know the inside, what comes with them. So, and they said Malcolm X was actually faithful, talking to his wife all the time. So you would have thought, I'm just saying, they were both living the opposite lives, like behind closed doors, But that's just what I was getting on. Like, looks can be deceiving, but you're right. I ain't mean to throw that in there, man.
No, you fine. I just wanted to make sure that you explain it, because it just sounded as if it was just a small story.
Yeah,
but again, somebody might ask, like, okay, why did he say that? So I just wanted to make sure that you explain.
Yeah, just to let people know, like, because everybody feel like Martin Luther King was this peaceful guy, and he was, but I just wanted to bring it to clear that we all are human. Like, he wasn't perfect, you know what I'm saying, and like, because you would have never thought Martin would do something like that, or things like that, cheat on his wife.
Malcolm wasn't a great guy either, though.
He wasn't. But when he converted, but they said the later part of their lives, they said Martin was living more of a corrupted life behind doors, and Malcolm was actually living right, like went closer to their deaths, their demise. That's what they say is records of this stuff.
Malcolm was a drug dealer. He was a gambler.
Yeah, I mean,
he was prostitution rackets and all of that.
But listen,
but it was a.
But listen though. He never. But look, okay, what's the difference between them though?
I'm not making a difference. I'm just.
No, we ain't arguing, bro.
I wasn't arguing. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. You pointed out one person. You saying as if Malcolm was a great guy. You saying as if he did. No,
I'm not.
But it was just that I didn't feel. Nobody's gonna get a. I'm just speaking of, when I speak of, like, saying Martin took quiet. He was a peaceful guy,
and this is Black History.
He wasn't like a rowdy guy. Malcolm was a rowdy guy because of the upbringing, the way he was around, stuff that he was around. This man was robbing people when he was a young guy, little child.
So let me say this. This is what I'm saying. So what Malcolm was perceiving and putting out to the people. He was we're talking about, let me take this back to the music. You asked me a question about hip hop.
Yeah.
Well, Malcolm X was putting out to the world. He was actually that. He stood on that.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about. Martin Luther King was actually trying to put an image to the public like this good family man and this and that. And that's how I put that in with the hip hop. He was trying an image to the world, but your home life is a wreck. You get what I'm saying? Your wife is not happy. Like, you know, all these scandals and stuff going on. But we're looking at, wow, Martin Luther King, the peaceful guy, the faithful man. Like, you know, and that's why I brought it up. Like, looks can be deceiving. You know what I'm saying? Don't really judge a book by its cover. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how he put it out to the community, that's what he did. They put it off each way. But that's why I kind of respect Malcolm's approach more after finding that out, because Malcolm never said he was a saint. He never hid his flaws. He put his own front street. And I don't even think
Martin actually hid his either, because you think about it, in them days you couldn't really hide much of nothing anyway. Either you was in it or you wasn't in it at all.
That's why they documented it. It's documented. Yeah. You know, CIA and all that is documented.
All that stuff. I love the fact that the case of people of power messed up. That's the beauty.
That's what we need to show the people. They don't show that.
And the beauty of it is nobody has a right, especially black people. None of us can talk.
Exactly.
None of us can talk. And it's the thing now. It seems as if people want to up one on somebody because they ain't went through nothing or they ain't going through nothing, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna up one up on them while they going through, because I'm good. I know I'm always be good, but it's gonna come that time where, again, either you're gonna have to be peaceful, you might have to not be peaceful, you might have to go rob somebody, you might have to go do something crazy, you might have to go do something stupid, outrageous. You know, you don't know what you're gonna have to go through,
and that's why I brought it up, because it's best to just keep it real and honest, like we set out to do. You know what I'm saying? And
definitely,
that the truth is gonna help people.
Yeah,
the truth will help you more than covering up a lie. So that's why I'm not bringing this up to, you know, throw dirt on Martin Luther King's name. I brought it up to actually show people that, hey, this man was human. He's just like us. You know what I'm saying? He dealt with battles daily like everybody else. I mean, you know, we think these people in power, like we get confused. I think they're Superman or they Batman or God. But, you know, they individuals like us. Just you know what I'm saying? But he took on a task, a great task, big task, to try to change the world. And but he still battled with his own demons, you know? Like
again, and it's most of the stories that we hear, and none of us were here during those times, but some that were here, they'll tell you all of that stuff went on, you know, with the black community. All the stuff we hear now ain't nothing new. Stuff been going on. We've been going through obstacles. We've been faced with stuff, and you know, people, especially unfaithful relationships. All of this stuff. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah,
ain't nothing new. Y'all know y'all been going through stuff. Y'all know Pookie been messing with y'all, messing your head up for the longest. Y'all know Ray ain't hitting on nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But it be them older folks that don't want to talk about that and want to cover it up like they ain't never went through it. And that's what we need. We need the OGs to tell us.
It's easy for them.
We need the OGs to tell us, like, okay, I did this and did that. We don't want to hear the good stories. Oh, you know, I had a nice jump shot back in the day. I could have made the NBA. Like, we want to hear them stories. We want to hear them in the gutter stories. Cause it'll scare us straight, man. It might scare us straight.
It'll fix a lot.
Straighten us.
But it'll fix a lot, though. That's, you know, again, if you're not willing to be straightforward with a community, how can you make better in a community? Why you think a lot of people that be on TV have a big following or a big fan base? Because they're being realistic people in most cases. In the case of most are being realistic people. Some are being very hidden people, but it's more so the people that are wanting to be hidden are the ones that stay out of the way. But if you're in the way and you just like always, your business is always out there. Like I was talking about with Diddy the other day with somebody, like, again, what are we missing? All the Diddy business is out. What we missing? Or what else are we going to find out? What we going to dig up? Ain't nothing else to go dig up. It ain't going to change the fact of what he's been. It ain't going to change the fact of how much money he's made. It's not going to change how much impact he's been. It don't change none of that.
Thanks.
It won't. it won't change it. No matter how gay we might have been, we had a whole lot of people still saying, take that, take that, take that, take that. Harlem Shakes. All of this stuff, man, y'all was out again. Don't change the case of what person done. I mean, we got plenty of people going to jail, plenty of people going to prison. They get out, they'll still be labeled as that, but guess what? They're still not them people. They're not what they used to be. And it's not fair to blame somebody for what they used to be, for what they're trying to change themselves to be, you know? So again, black people, remember, all of the black stuff we've done, all these inventors we called out, we don't know nothing about them. We don't even know their lifestyle. They could have been doing a whole lot of wrong, but guess what? They kept the course and did something that could shock the world, change the world forever. And that's what we should be trying to do still as black people. Continue to be innovators. Continue to be motivators. Continue to do things to change the game and put stuff out here. I'm sure there ain't too many podcasters doing this month. Taking chances on talking about black topics and things that are black. Just that.
Yeah.
Just that. Nothing else. Just that. Nothing controversial. No back and forth. I know some of y'all had y'all podcasts and the only thing y'all talk about is women. The only thing y'all talk about is men. The only thing
And
y'all talk about is relationships.
they claim we're not big, but they'll watch and still an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? The main ones say we're not a big deal.
Yeah.
I take an idea that we got but call us clout chasers and copiers though.
And it's easy
You
to
know,
do. It's
so-
easy to be creative, y'all.
And that's why we got to do better as black people, man. We got to stop that, man. Like, you know, Black History Month, man. We got to stop that. Like,
You're so right, bro.
you know, the hate and jealousy.
You're
and,
so right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to stop that. Like, we all in a mission. We all on a mission to make it and be great and be the best at this. Why we got to tear each other down, lie on each other, throw things on people? You know what I'm saying? When we're all trying to just come up.
Be better.
And like I was telling you, I said, you know, from the job forces, you go in jobs, the Mexicans are united. You know, the white folks got their crew. You know, blacks are the only ones is this like misconfused, scattered.
Yep.
So it's like if a war was to break out, like a riot, a race war,
We gonna die.
We gonna die. Cause we can't even get along with the brother or sister right beside us. But that's what I'm saying. When you think of stuff like that, so put that with prison. When you're in a situation like that with criminals, like you see, like we're outnumbered, and it's because of the mentality we have. Point blank. Period.
Yep. So that was a good, very good point. You know, I don't call the shots on anything when it comes to being an innovator or a motivator or anything like that until it's documented. So this is why I like to do these things, to document what we're doing. So when Q says stuff or when I say something, it's documented as such. It's not a thing of we have to go look for it or search for it. If we were wrong about it, we were wrong about it. But guess what? We documented it at that moment. We can fix it from that moment. So, and again, as black people, that's what I'm saying. Fix your moments. Fix all your moments. We giving you people that are very big innovators, motivators, and change the game for all of us black folk. But guess what? They weren't squeaky clean either.
Yeah.
They came with some stains. So again, remember, don't allow your stains to get you on the point where you just giving up as a human being. Make sure you keep your foot on the gas all the time. Even if you mess up, keep your foot on the gas. Don't give up.
It looks so much sexy and attractive when you wear your flaws. When you wear it, wear that, man. Use that as a testimony. Yeah, I used to be a crackhead. Yeah, I used to cheat on my wife or this and that, but I don't do it now. So you know that can help people right there. Use your backstory as a testimony and as your story when you make it. Like, yeah, I went through all this, but look where I'm at. Look how God lifted me and changed me. Like, and that's what it all comes down to, God.
Yep.
Look how God fixed me. That's the only one that can fix us. Like, nobody can fix us. We can't even fix ourselves. That's why God don't even allow us to have, when we think we have control, what he do? He takes everything from us. He'll make us humble and everything. So we got to know the resource comes from him.
Yep.
You know, that's plain and simple. And I'm just going to say it regardless if it's people that believe in the devil watching. The only one that's going to save you and help you and break you down when you need to be broke down because you ain't obeying and listen is God.
Yep.
So
Now, I have one more thing I want to say. Let me close this out. If it's anybody that's listening to us that makes anything, your creator, you know, whatever it is, digital, you know, whatever, artistry, you draw, paint, whatever, anything that's creative though, this has to be super creative. Ain't nobody else doing this. Hit us up on the website, notjustmusicpodcast.com. Come on there, contact us, shoot us an email, let us know what you do. I want to know. We want to know. If not, if you're on IG, if you're on Facebook somewhere, YouTube, whatever, message us. Tell us what you do. I want to know. I want something that's super, super, super dope. You know, and again, nothing against the Caucasian community, but you gotta be black. Gotta be black.
Yeah.
African American, please. Nothing wrong with saying we're trying to push this as a black month, but yeah, we're pushing this as a black month.
We don't get recognition anyway. Like, yeah. I mean, it's 1 month. You know what I'm saying? Let us get a month.
30, man. Not even 30 days.
A month, man.
Not even 30 days.
Y'all don't even credit us for Martin Luther King Day jobs, you know, for black folk or nothing. So it's like, let us get our shine this month, please. We let y'all shine all the other months.
Exactly.
Some of y'all shine this month. You know what I'm saying? Shit on this month. Exactly. So excuse my language, but still, it bothers me. It bothers me.
And it's
you know
the truth. And it's the truth.
It bothers me. So.
But again, remember, this is our month. Let's take care of this month as much as we can and make it run it up. Make everybody hear us. Make everybody see us. Make everybody pay us attention. Again, I'm Dwan Brino, Quincy Murdoch in the building, and we'll see y'all next time.